Anin, Buju, Amanda Banning Indigenous, and I'm the Indigenous coach with Siswaning and Dajig at Durham College's First People Indigenous Center. And I'm here to talk about ways students, employees, and the broader community can get involved in Orange Shirt Day, as well as the National Day for Truth and Reconciliation, both of which are being held on September 30th. But before we talk about the ways you can show your support, I want to provide some context on the history and significance of these 2 days. Orange Shirt Day began in 2013 when Phyllis Jacks Webstead, an amazing survivor of the St. Joseph Mission Residential School in Williams Lake First Nations, publicly shared her story with all Canadians. She spoke of being 6 years old and starting school. Her grandmother bought her a new shiny orange shirt for her to wear on her first day. Phyllis loved the shirt so much because it reflected the excitement that she felt to go to school. However, her excitement soon faded when she got to school and had all her clothes stripped from her, including that orange shirt, which she never saw again. This was the introduction she had to school, and realized that this was just a small glimpse of the abuses awaiting for her and her classmates. For Phyllis, orange shirts are a symbol of how she was made to feel on that day and throughout her year at St. Joseph's Mission School. She started the Orange Shirt Day movement as a way to encourage Canadians to reflect on the residential school system, recognizing the intergenerational trauma it has caused. Wearing an orange shirt on September 30th is a way to show respect for Indigenous communities while encouraging difficult but necessary conversations about Canada's dark history pertaining to Indian residential, day, and industrial schools. In July of 2021, September 30th was also designated as a federal statutory holiday called the National Day for Truth and Reconciliation. This day was implemented to honor survivors, their families, and communities, and ensure that public commemoration of the history and legacy of residential schools remains a vital component of the reconciliation process. So how can you get involved? Well, between September 27th and the 30th, you are encouraged to take time for personal reflection. We are calling on all students, alumni, staff, and community members to make a personal pledge supporting reconciliation by sharing a video, image, or post on social media using the hashtag DCOTReconciliation. If you're not comfortable sharing your thoughts online, we will also be accepting pledges in person at the pit in our Oshawa campus and at the main entrance atrium at our Whitby campus. And now, to start the conversation, members of the leadership team are sharing their own pledges for reconciliation. We hope these inspire you to participate in this very important day of remembrance. Chimigwech.
Hi, I'm Tara Koski. In honor of National Day for Truth and Reconciliation, I pledge to listen, to learn, and as a settler, to advocate for change.
I'm Dr. Elaine Popp, Vice President Academic here at Durham College. I pledge to embrace my responsibilities as a settler as I work towards reconciliation both professionally and personally. I'm committed to continuing to increase my awareness and understanding of our shared history and to providing opportunities to others here at DC to do the same. Miigwech.
Hi, I'm Jenna from your DC Student Association. In honor of National Day for Truth and Reconciliation, I pledge to amplify Indigenous voices on our campus and in our community, promote Indigenous artists and creators at our events, and to continue educating our students on current and past issues that have been silenced for too long.
I'm Don Lavisa, President of Durham College, and in honor of the National Day for Truth and Reconciliation, I pledge to strengthen our relationship and support for Indigenous communities and learners through dialogue, education, and action.